You may or may not know this, but everything from our huge range online is shipped right from our warehouse here in Sydney. Everything you see online is in stock and ready to go, which means less waiting. We know how important it is to get your bedding fast, and that's why all my linen orders are shipped next business day for free. If you would like to get in contact with us, we have a few ways you can do so. In business hours, you can find our live chat in the bottom right-hand corner with one of us ready to chat with you. Otherwise, in the top left-hand corner, you can click on the three lines and scroll down to Contact Us. This will take you to our Contact Us page where you can find our phone number and email address, and even send an email right there. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. You may or may not know this, but everything from our huge range online is shipped right from our warehouse here in Sydney. Everything you see online is in stock and ready to go, which means less waiting. We know how important it is to get your bedding fast, and that's why all my linen orders are shipped next business day for free. If you would like to get in contact with us, we have a few ways you can do so. In business hours, you can find our live chat in the bottom right-hand corner with one of us ready to chat with you. Otherwise, in the top left-hand corner, you can click on the three lines and scroll down to Contact Us. This will take you to our Contact Us page where you can find our phone number and email address, and even send an email right there. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. You may or may not know this, but everything from our huge range online is shipped right from our warehouse here in Sydney. Everything you see online is in stock and ready to go, which means less waiting. We know how important it is to get your bedding fast, and that's why all my linen orders are shipped next business day for free. If you would like to get in contact with us, we have a few ways you can do so. In business hours, you can find our live chat in the bottom right-hand corner with one of us ready to chat with you. Otherwise, in the top left-hand corner, you can click on the three lines and scroll down to Contact Us. This will take you to our Contact Us page where you can find our phone number and email address, and even send an email right there. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions. Hi everyone, welcome to our show. It's great to have you with us tonight. We got a good show again tonight, but look, jump into the comments. I know a whole bunch of people are already. I was just reading them just before we went live, and I saw Leanne, I think, saying that it was really cold in Victoria. Well, it's pretty cold here too, especially in the evening times in Sydney. It's pretty cold. And I saw Jen having trouble with daylight saving. I think she said she was in Queensland. Because it is changed now. I think New South Wales are on the daylight saving time, but Queensland's not. So it's a different time for you guys in Queensland. So anyway, I hope you can join us anyway. But anyway, jump in the comments, let us know you're there. That'll be really great. We've got the same guys behind the cameras, Michelle and Mary. Michelle's going to chuck cushions at me, and Mary's on the cameras. And Josh is, he's replying to your comments on Facebook there now. So
yes.
Yeah.
So we've got a whole lot of people watching today.
Yep,
it's lovely
really,
to see
really
everyone.
great.
We've got Leanne, Tracy, Kerry, Jen, Joanne, and I think that's everyone. Yep, that's cool. So special welcome to everyone watching.
Yep.
We had, I think it was Who was it? It was...
Jen's saying it's perfect in Queensland.
Yeah, Leanne said hi from cold Victoria, and Jen said it's perfect weather up in Queensland, I believe. So that's brilliant. And yeah, it's great. We've had a couple of discussions actually, just real quick, that I'd like to talk about. We had Leanne say that she missed last week's live about the satin sheets, and she was just wondering what size wall depth they were, and I mentioned that they were 40 centimeters, and she said that she's sick of constantly having sheets that pop off the bed, which, yes, is a very common problem that a lot of people face, and we've got some extra deep wall sheets that are
I was going to say, there is some satins in there. They're limited colour and size, though. I'm not sure how much is left of the deeper wall ones, but the ones we were featuring last week were 40 centimetre deep, but there is a 50 centimetre deep range. Are you trying to find the link?
Yeah, so she's got a king size bed, and she doesn't have any. We don't have any satins in a 50 centimetre in king size.
Oh, okay.
It's only in the 40 centimetre.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Cool. And we had Kerry mentioned that she had to buy sheet suspenders to stop the sheets from flipping off the mattress, which is interesting. I've never actually heard of sheet suspenders, which is an interesting thing.
I haven't overly, but I know there is some sort of things you can get.
Right.
But
to stop that, buy the right size.
Yeah. So
yeah, to stop having to use the suspenders, you just buy the deeper sheets.
Yeah,
and by the right size. So what we normally recommend is measure the mattress, and if you've got an electric blanket or a topper, anything that goes under the sheet, include that in there, mattress and anything else on top. And then we usually suggest 10 centimetres so you get a nice big deep underneath. So add the 10 centimetres underneath for the underneath hang. Use that as a guide. If it's 8 centimetres or 7 is probably going to be okay, but the less you have, the more likely it's going to be to pop off. So
yeah,
but add some, measure your stack and add some. So usually 10.
Yeah. And just before we get on with this live tonight, we had Kerry mention that she knows that we aren't footy fans, but the Panthers won the grand final for the 3rd consecutive year.
So it was a great game.
It was a really good game. We actually watched it. We do watch the major events like the State of Origins and the grand final. We usually watch those. Yeah, it was a really good game on the weekend.
Yeah, and I heard
good comeback.
We were out of town. For everyone that's unfamiliar with My Linen, we're located in Penrith itself, so
yes,
we're quite familiar with the Panthers,
the shenanigans that go on through the night.
Yeah, but we were out of town for the weekend as a family, and we had all the videos coming through from different places on Facebook. You could see all the hooting and
the crazy stuff.
And,
just, yeah.
Anyway, sorry to all the Broncos fans.
Yeah.
But yeah, so cool. Glad, Kerry, you could have a good time. And she did actually just mention that she actually has done that deep wall sheet thing, and she still has sheets that flip off, which might be interesting because, Kerry, do you have an adjustable bed? That might be one of the reasons why they're flipping off, is if the mattress is moving.
When it moves, it might, yeah.
Let us know, Kerry. In the meantime, we've got some new arrivals.
We do have new arrivals. We're going to look at a bedspread and a quilt cover, but I'm also going to have a bit of a discussion about bedspreads and coverlets, just to explain a little bit of that. So I suppose we can get going. So let's go and have a look at the first bedspread. It's called the Laurent Silver, and this is it. This is out of the packet, and it's a nice silver, very sort of subtle grey colour, and it's very sort of sophisticated and opulent. It's sort of a damask sort of pattern over the quilt cover, and it's actually stitched. It's not a heat sink, or I think they call it Panasonic. It's not that. It's actually fair dinkum stitches, and it's slightly quilted. So really nice quality. It is polyester on the front and the back. The back's just a plain grey. This is the standard pillowcase actually, and it's got the join in the middle. It's interesting. but sits really nice in the cover though once it's in there. This has also got a diamond sort of checker pattern border. It's probably nearly 4 centimetres. It's pretty wide, but it finishes off quite well, and that goes around the bedspread as well. But it's actually wider on the bedspread. You can see the diamond checker pattern's it's probably 30 centimetres around the edge. So really nice. It comes in, it's actually fairly soft. It is slightly padded, like I said, and which most bedspreads and coverlets are. This comes in double queen king and super king, and it has Euros and a square cushion, but we're actually not going to feature the Euros in the styles we do tonight. We're going to do different colours. So
yeah, you can see them in the product images now that were just showing up on the screen. They're in a similar pattern and style to the existing bedspread and pillowcases, but they're just a different size. They're the European size or the square cushion size. So
yep,
that's cool.
We're going to use the NIMS Ash for the Euros. This is the 100% linen range.
Yep.
It's quite a nice soft rustic sort of feel with the linen, but the colour really works really well with this quilt cover.
Yep. And let us know, this is going to be an interesting question. This is a bedspread for all those who are unfamiliar with this design. Let us know if you guys actually use bedspreads, or if you've ever used bedspreads before as opposed to quilt covers. I'd be interested to know.
Yeah, or whether you prefer them or not. Yeah.
Yep.
This is the NIMS Ash square cushion. It's the same material, same family as the Euros that are there. And we'll throw in the Ascot white, which we've seen that a little bit before. That's that nice waffle white colour, bit of a flange. Put that one on. So we're sort of building out a grey whitish design, and we're going to put the Oslo Snow Throw just to put a throw on there. Nice. This is that nice soft white colour.
Yep.
And I think we've got the Laurent square. We're going to pop that into. This is the square cushion that's obviously in the family of the bedspread itself, plain on the back. So all the same, all the accessories with this is bedspread is it's all the same patterns. The front and the reverse are all exactly the same. So I think we had them like that. So let us know what you think. That's the first design. I suppose we could call this the grey design, white, grey. Let us know what you think.
Yep. And while we're just getting everyone's feedback on this style, we had Joanne who said that she doesn't actually like bedspreads that much. And we had Pan who says that she loves this design, and when she was a child she had a bedspread.
Yep.
Yeah, I think bedspreads are a bit of an older
They
thing.
were more popular in the back a bit. I can remember having one on my bed when I was a kid.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yep. It was actually Chanel.
Right.
So, yeah. All right, let's rip this one apart, and were we taking? Yes.
We had Jen McDonald say that this one's very monochromatic, and Tracy say that she's not a fan of that style. Leanne said it's nice, but with a Kelpie fur baby, I would be constantly washing, which, I feel like that's probably true for most bedding these days. It's always going to be some sort of nice texture. Hello Elle, it's been a while since we've seen you. I hope you're doing well. It's good to have you with us again. Elle said it's quite lovely actually, this design. Pam said so was mine, Ben, in reference to the childhood chenille bedspread.
Oh right, yeah, okay, yeah. Maybe we're from the same vintage.
Yeah. And Kerry said that she's never used a bedspread before, so
yeah, okay, yep.
It's cool.
So, yeah, they're a little bit like take it or leave it. The bedspreads. I'm going to talk about them a little bit more in a few minutes, so we'll get a bit more of a story on them. So this is the Euros we're going to put in on this design, and this is just the vivid black velvet it's very, very black. And we're going to be a little bit monochrome here as well, I suppose, but it's just darkening it up. There's the vivid black Euros. You can only just sort of only got hit with a cushion then. And we're going to put the Amelia black, that's velvet as well on the front with the Hessian on the back, and we'll pop that in on there, and then we'll put the Laurent back in. That's the square that we that's the square we had. That's the same as the design, the cover.
Yep.
Put that one in, and we've got a. We're going to put a lot of cushions on this one. The Ascot white that we had on the previous one, and this is we haven't seen this. This is a round one. It's a Tempe. It's called the Tempe black. It's got a little button in the middle. It's black. You might be able to see it. I'm trying to get the light reflecting good. But yeah, nice. It's velvet feel as well, but it's got ruffles and sort of a ruffle around the edge as well. Nice little round cushion. And we'll put the Oslo Snow throw back on just to bring that. So really what we've done here is gone from the grey to the black just to bring it a bit more heavier. Extra cushion as well.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a variation between the bedspread and the accessories.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so let us know if you like this style.
Yeah, quite very, very monochrome for this.
Yeah, I think it's going to be, because it is so monochrome, it's going to be a bit of a hit and miss with people if they like grey or if they don't like grey. And yeah, it's just one of those things where you'll either love it or you'll hate it.
Yeah, yeah. You can colour it up, like put other colours on the grey, because it's a pretty plain background, like plain canvas to work with, so you can do it.
Yeah.
Quite easy.
Yeah, we had a bunch of people say a bunch of things actually, so let me just go back and read through some of them. We had Leanne say or suggest that this bedspread might be good in like a deep purple aubergine colour instead of a grey. That'd be
the actual bedspread itself.
Yeah.
Different colours would be good. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we had Joanne suggested it was better with black. Pam said that she likes the grey a little bit better, she thinks. And then Jen said not doing it for her. Sorry. Don't be sorry, Jen. We all have different preferences.
Yeah. Not everybody's going to love everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we had Elle. Sorry. Yeah, we had Elle say that she prefers the first version, the grey styling, and she said that it'd probably be good for a spare room.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right, what we thought we'd do, I'm going to need some notes here. So we're going to talk briefly about bedspreads and coverlets. So we've had a few questions that probably frequently asked questions that we want to sort of answer. And so I'm going to just sort of go through those. So the first question that is often asked is, and we've sort of addressed it already anyway, does anyone use a bedspread anymore? And well, the question to that is they do, but they're not as popular. Like we sort of mentioned that maybe the older generation, I know I grew up with one, and so it's probably not as popular now as what it used to be. They are popular in hotels. Probably most hotels have got bedspreads on the beds. So they're definitely used. So to answer that question, they're really good for summer. They're a bit of an advantage there is they're good for summer because they're quilted, but they're not as thick as like a quilt in a quilt cover. So they're really good for summer months, for the warmer months. But it's also good. Bedspreads and coverlets are really good if you don't like struggling with putting a doona or a quilt inside a quilt cover. That's as opposed to a quilt cover setup. The bedspreads are really easy because it's all the quilting is, even though it's smaller, it's less, but it's just built in. It's easier. One piece sort of does the job, and you're not having to try and keep the doona in the corners of the quilt cover and the doona cover itself. So people do use bedspreads. It's just not so popular anymore. Another thing is should a bedspread touch the floor? So, and another question is, should bedspreads touch the floor? Now, bedspreads are designed to touch the floor, but there's a bit of conjecture, a bit of a problem around all of that. Firstly, it's up to personal preference. Some people may not want it to touch the floor. They might want it to sit up the side of the bed a little bit. So that's one aspect. Another thing is you might think it's going to touch the floor, but according to it depends on your bed height or your mattress height, that will have a big impact on whether it actually reaches the floor. So I suppose what I'm saying is that it's not as simple as choosing like a queen cover for a queen bed. It may not touch the floor and be like, I suppose, a true bedspread. Bedspreads are designed to touch the floor, but it may not actually work because of the heights of the bed and the mattress. So you've got to do a bit of a measurement, particularly if you want it to hit the floor. Now, you might want it to hit the floor, particularly because you're hiding some stuff under the bed. You might want to keep it nice and neat, because the bedspread is basically an all bed cover. It covers right. It is meant to sort of cover right down to the floor. It covers stuff under the bed, and but a coverlet, on the other hand, is more for for just the top of the bed. It's a little bit more like a quilt cover, I suppose, where it doesn't come all the way to the floor, but you've got choice there as well. So it depends on what size you get. So once again, you've got to do the measurements even for the coverlets.
Yep.
The third question is, can you still buy bedspreads? Are they available? Well, the answer is yes. We've got one here, but because we stock them, but they're probably a little bit harder to find in like in the retail, in the bricks and mortar stores. They're probably a little bit less popular there, but online, especially at My Linen, we've got a whole big massive range. We've got all the sizes, bedspreads and coverlets, and the sizes are a bit interesting, so I'll explain them a little bit too. You've got, with the bedspread range, you've got single, king, single, double, queen, king and super king. So you've got the sizes that suit the bed. But then with coverlets, we've got a range that do suit the bed, like they're called coverlets, and they're single, king, single, double. But then there's also a range of coverlets that are one size suits multiple beds. So you've got the single/double coverlet, and that will fit on a single bed, a king single bed, and a double bed. Then you've got the queen/king coverlet that will fit a queen and king bed. But then you've got the super king sort of on its own, is just a super king size. But so if you take the queen king one, for example, if you put that on a queen bed, it's going to hang, I'm sort of stating the obvious, but if you put a queen king on a queen bed, it's going to hang fairly low. But if you put that same one on a king bed, it won't hang quite as low. It'll hang a little bit further up because it's one size fits two beds. So so that's basically the story on the sizing of bedspreads and coverlets. And that we've also got on our range, we've got a whole bunch of colours. We've got all the blacks and the greys and the monochromes, and we've got the taupes, linen, creamy colours, and there's purples, yellows, all sorts of different colours, and there's even multicolour. We've got multicolours. There's even patterned, different patterns, different patterns and textures. There's the sort of the more formal one, these damask kind of patterns. There's florals and geometric, and there's the textured ones too, like the chenille. I'm pretty sure we've got some chenille ones in there as well. And yeah, so we've got a whole massive range, massive size, colours and everything in there, covering off the bedspreads and coverlets. So to answer the question on can you buy them, well, you absolutely can. You can get them at My Linen. So that's our little thing on bedspreads and coverlets.
Another thing, you don't trip over them.
Yeah, it's also good when you've got, this one here is a good example of the corners. Some bedspreads, they're very hard to find now. I don't even know if we've got any on our range, but some of them have this sort of tailored so that there's nothing on the floor. They're actually designed, I think, for poster beds where they've got the posts, but you can use it without the poster bed, but they're really tailored, nice and square fitting, so then you're not tripping over them. So that's the problem with having it go down to the floor on the sides, like we've got on this bed here. It does have the corners to deal with, which you can trip over, especially in the middle of the night. So you just got to be mindful of that when you're deciding the height that you want, because the higher you come up here, the less corner stuff you're going to have. So
yeah.
Anyway, hope that helps.
Yeah,
Actually, if you've
yeah, so
Josh is probably going to say there's questions. If you've got any questions, ask.
Yeah.
See ya.
We did have Leanne say that sometimes that overhang and onto the floor can be dangerous for tripping, which, yeah, I said I agree, and that if you want the oversized look, we'd recommend that you go with that designer look only if you want it. Otherwise, like, just be safe.
Be safe, yeah.
You don't need to have it on the floor to make it look good. You can still style it up and do all that on top of the bed. You don't necessarily need to have it onto the floor.
Yeah, you just might have to have it up and have and if you want to still cover to the floor, have a valance or something, but
yeah,
they don't also necessarily work on all beds, you know, the valance. So.
Yeah, and then
Anyway,
we did have a question from Leanne who said, what is the difference between coverlets and bedspreads?
It's really, bedspreads are designed to go to the floor, but a coverlet is more just for a top of bed. It's just to cover the mattress part.
Yeah.
But if you're to be really practical, they're just a square, and they're both coverlets and bedspreads are both padded. They've got the insulation built into them. So they're not like there's no insert. So they're basically very similar. And because bedspreads are designed to go to the floor, that's what they're designed to. But that all mixes up when you've got a different height mattresses and beds. So it'd be one thing if everything was the same, or the beds are the same, but they're not. So you've got this up and down. So to get a bedspread to suit directly to the floor, it's really got to be custom made to the bed, you could say. So you've always got to measure them. But to answer the question, a bedspread is designed to go to the floor, but a coverlet is more top of bed, cover the mattress, similar to a quilt or a quilt cover.
Yeah.
Sort of.
We do have all of the sizing information in all of the product descriptions. So the best thing to do is just to go have a look on our website. There's a link that I've sent in the chat just a little bit before. That's a link to all our bedspreads and coverlets. Go and have a look at designs you like in the size bed that you have, and then just measure up your bed and see where everything falls. And it's, good to go from there. So I think that's all the questions we had.
Yep, I'll just go back over to the table.
Yep.
Michelle can change the bed while we're talking. So that's all the questions?
Yeah.
All right. All right. What we've got a customer sent through an image of a coverlet on their bed. So we just want to show everybody. We'd asked her, her name was Linda. I'm not sure if she's watching. She doesn't normally watch the lives, but I specifically asked her if we can share it on the live on Thursday night. So that's the coverlet she bought. It's called the Sycamore. It is a coverlet.
Yep.
And she styled it up. So we just thought we'd show Linda's handiwork. The cushion in the middle, I think it's a navy blue velvety colour. She did buy a cushion from us, but that's not the one that's one of hers. But the pillow, you can see I think they're standard pillows at the back, the brown ones. They're I'm pretty sure it's Nim's terracotta. She bought them with it as well.
Yep.
So and that sort of looks, it's really good. It matches up with the browns in the cover. But the artwork's pretty interesting as well, because she's picked up some of the browns in that and blues in that artwork. So she's done a really good job.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty simple. It's simple, but very, very good.
Yeah, it's good.
Very
I
good.
like this one. It's I probably wouldn't choose this design.
It's a very patchworky, busy.
But in regards to the whole styling of the whole room, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
So Linda, if you're watching, let us know how you're finding it.
Yeah.
If you're liking it so far and all that. But Yeah, Leanne said that this one looks really good, this style, so it's cool.
Yep.
Good job, Linda.
Yes, yes, very good job. And thanks for letting us show it.
Yeah. We do like seeing all of our customers' rooms when they share it, because it's cool to see all the product that we send out actually in people's houses.
Yeah, and what they do, how it turns out. And yeah, it's really good. It's interesting.
Yeah, because
it's very good.
We style up our stuff here, but it's just us. You know, we don't necessarily.
It's only our limited.
Yeah.
Creativity.
Yeah. And we have such a wide range of things to choose from that people can really just go crazy and do whatever they want, and it'll look good in their own different ways. You know.
Yeah.
So it's cool to see. So if you guys have recently purchased from us. And would like to send through your photos to share on the live, please do. We'd love to see it.
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for
All right,
Linda.
I think we're ready to go back over and have a look at the Sariya White, it's called.
Cool.
This is a bit of an Australiana, maybe.
Yep.
Sort of got that feel to it. I know there's proteas on here, and it's very very nice green colours. Sage, obviously sage is in still, but yeah, very large floral print. It is printed. It's cotton sateen. It's got white on, just plain white on the back with it's cotton sateen as well, and I'd have to say that's an olive cord piping around the edge. So. Yeah. Nice. Finishes it off really well. This one comes in double queen, king, and super king. It doesn't have Euros, but it does have a square cushion that we will feature in here. Now, on the top here, if we can get the top camera shot, I just want to point out that there's a fair amount of white on the top. It's still good. All the stories down the bottom, and it comes back up. It looks really nice, but you just need to be aware that it's good to know that there's not pattern all the way up on this quilt cover. Some customers sometimes have bought quilt covers that it's probably even less than this, and they get a bit disappointed sometimes. So we want to just point that out, that it's whitish up the top. Like the print's more, the story's down the bottom, and it comes up. But anyway, just so you know. Yeah. All right, the first one we're going to do is we're going to put the Vivid Terracotta in. And this is the Vivid, the velvet. It's in that Vivid range. It's a terracotta colour. We're trying to pull the terracottas up out of this picture.
Yeah, we had Jen McDonald say that the colours are lovely on this one, and we had Pam say that this one looks very fresh.
It is fresh, very spring.
Yeah.
And summery, yeah. We've got a square cushion in that NIMS range, like.
No, not names.
Oh no, sorry, this is Vivid. It's not NIMS. Michelle's just correcting me. It's Vivid. The Vivid, we've got squares and Euros in most of the colours. They're both all in there. So we've got this one's the clean moss, the teddy bear cushion. We're featuring them quite a lot the last few weeks.
Yeah.
But that's a really nice colour. It's nearly the same colour as the sages in the quilt cover.
Yeah.
So, and this is really nice. This is the cushion, the Sariya cushion, the one that is part of the design, the quilt cover design, and it's you probably won't be able to see it, but it's actually velvet. Very small pile, but it's a velvet.
Yeah, there you go.
A velvet feel.
Yeah,
but not thick plush. Like it's just there, and it's printed. So really nice sharp picture. Just plain white on the back, still velvet again on the back, with that cord piping, that green cord piping. So.
And just to clarify, the quilt cover isn't velvet.
No.
Yeah.
No. The quilt cover is just the cotton sateen, like you would get your sheets.
Yeah, cool.
Cotton.
Okay.
It's nice and soft. It's a really nice. I'm not sure of the thread count.
That's fine.
It could be 300. That's, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But it's nice.
Yeah.
So that's the first one, with the sort of terracotta colours and green colours. So
Yeah, I think, let us know if you guys like this style. We had Leanne say that this is beautiful. I quite like this quilt cover. I think it's quite a nice floral design. I just like it.
it's not real girly floral.
No.
It's native, so it's a little bit. It's still floral, but it's different.
It's almost like it's pastely, like it's a more muted colours.
Yeah.
It's not super in your face,
Yeah.
like fluoro pinks and fluoro reds and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. There's a fair bit of like foliage as well. The greens.
Yeah.
So that probably calms the floral aspect down a bit. But yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. So we had Kerry say that the green looks nice, and we had Leanne say that these are my colours, which, yeah, I agree. I think this one looks good.
Yeah.
So I'm keen to see the next style, actually, because I'm running around in my head going, oh, this different colour would look good. And I haven't seen what the next style is, so it'd be good to see.
Yeah, this one's interesting.
If you guys have any colours that you would like to see in the accessories, we do have a couple in the room with us. So if you wanted to see any specific colours, just let me know. And we can put it on the bed for you.
All right, this one, this European we're going to use it's called Millie Rose, but we're going to feature the reverse, this green colour, because we want to try and pull that green out. But the other side's a bit doesn't go with the quilt cover at all, because that's the Millie Rose cover. But we want to use it for the green, so we're going to show you how it works with a nice green colour. So we were struggling a little bit getting a green colour, so this one works really nice. It's nearly the colour of the cord piping around the quilt cover, so it works really well.
I like those Euros. They're nice.
The Euros, the colours, right?
Yeah.
This is Nim's Rosette square cushion. That's the same as the Nim's Ash. It comes from that. It's the same 100% linen material.
Yep.
And this is, we're picking out some of the pinks now.
Yeah, we did actually just have Kerry ask, do we have a peach coloured cushion to bring out the big flower? So you guys have
this big flower here.
Yeah. So
that's what we're trying to do.
Yep.
This last cushion is the Corally Dusk, and it's a little sort of long brunch. I'm not sure if it's actually called brunch or a long cushion, but they're the same size. It's fairly small.
And one thing to note, I'm just looking at that on the monitor as well as in real life, and it's much pinker in real life.
Yeah, okay.
For whatever reason, I'm not sure why that's not showing up. It might be the whites conflicting with the camera.
Yeah, it's like it's not printed. It's got a little stitch in there, and it's got white dots, polka dots. But the reverse is the reverse. It's pink polka dots.
Right. Yeah.
And they're stitches. They're little stitches, and each polka dot's got 4 stitches in it.
Yeah.
So,
it's a good cushion.
Very, very interesting cushion.
Yeah.
And we're going to show the pink size to try and pull out the pinks.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you can
it could work. It could work either way.
Yeah, we've got the top-down camera going on right now, which you can see the pinks coming out of the flowers. Yeah. Which is good. So let us know, Kerry, if that suits what you were looking for. And is this the end of the style?
Yeah. This is the last one, yeah.
Cool. So let us know if you guys like this style. Let us know if you like style 1 or 2. Be interesting to.
And there's
hear your
obviously
thoughts.
the photo that was on the website, that the accessories that are in that.
Yeah.
I think you were showing that before, that with they're Vivids,
Vivid
and I
Sage.
think it's Vivid
Sage.
Sage.
Yeah.
Here's one of the cushions. We didn't want to feature them in our styling tonight because you've got that photo on the website. You don't really need that. We always try and do something extra.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the Sage cushion. If that
Yeah.
gives you some, but you can see it on the website anyway. It's not.
Yeah. I think that Sage works well too.
It does. It does. Yeah.
Pretty much everyone's saying that they like this pink style better. And Jen said that she does love her greens, so
Yeah.
the green
Yeah.
style might win out for her.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know if you guys have any other coloured cushions you want to put on the bed. One thing that I had was, what does the tea rose stuff look like on the bed?
That's very brown.
Just entertain me for a second. Kerry was referring to the peach colour Waratah type flower, which is more to the
Okay,
left of
rather than the pink
thing.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we pulled out that rust.
That's why we used the rust, but the rust really
The dark
didn't do the whole. It really took the tip
Right.
of it, not sort of an overall of the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So it might have been. I know what you're saying, but it might have been a little bit dark by going for that such a small aspect of the colour. But
Yeah.
there's your tea rose, and I don't.
What about the cushion? Do you have the cushion? Keep the throw on there. Keep the throw on there.
We didn't use a throw because the pattern's all on the bottom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Michelle just said if you didn't hear that, the pattern's all on the bottom, so we didn't. That's where we steered away from a throw, because the story's down here. So we left the throw off.
The
So-
cushion's just
The cushion's just here, so I can take. If I take them out,
Yeah. Because in my mind I was like, maybe a darker brown would work well on this quilt cover because it's like the sticks or the tree in amongst all the foliage, you know.
yeah.
But then I thought maybe the lighter brown would work because all the leaves and the flowers are of that lighter colour. They're of that pastel-y colour. But I don't know if that brown really works.
No.
Let us know if you guys like that or don't like that. But yeah, if you guys don't have any other colours that you like to see, then I think we'll just move on.
I think we should.
All right. Doesn't look like there's anyone coming in the comments now, so let's move on.
All right. Jen, I'm just reading comments, sorry. Jen just said she loves the green, so I think you mentioned that already, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so that's it for tonight. So thanks for joining us. We will do this again next week. If you've got questions throughout the week or at any time, don't forget to sing out, ask us, email us, private messages, chat with us. We'd love to hear from you during the week as well, and we'd love to help you. So if you've got any questions or anything like that, feel free to sing out. So thanks for watching this week. We're going to do it again next week on Thursday evenings. So sorry for the Queenslanders, but if it's messing you around, but it's Sydney time, 8 o'clock on Thursday, and we'll do it again. And we're going to do a giveaway next week. So it's our giveaway week. So we'll do that and have a whole bunch of fun. So thanks a lot for watching and getting amongst all of this. I just saw Leanne made a comment, pink cushions with a lighter green Euros.
Yeah, so she might be, Leanne, you might be after the Vivid Sage Euros.
Yeah.
Let me actually, I'll grab you a link for that, Leanne, to the Vivid Sage range. I'm not sure if we have it all in stock. Let me just double check. Okay, I can see on the website we've got.
I think we've got them.
Yeah, we've got the
Michelle's
Euros.
got the Euros in her hand.
Cool. Yep, cool. All right, I'll send that in the chat now for you, Leanne. So you should have that. And everyone's saying good
All right.
night.
Yep, everybody's saying good night. So
Yep.
we should do the same.
Yeah, Leanne, I just saw your message about that she's just about off to go and browse some sheets 50
yep.
centimetre deep.
That's cool.
If you've got any questions about that, we'll be here tomorrow morning. We're on the live chat, so live chat with us if you need any help selecting your sheets. Otherwise, you can email us.
Yeah,
There's
that
no
live
dramas
chat's
there.
the little thing at the bottom right-hand corner of your... It's on the same place on the phone and on desktop. It's that bottom right-hand corner.
Yep.
You can even chat there when we're not live and send an email via that live chat. It's a really handy thing. You don't have to go looking for the contact us page or anything. It's right there. You can, if we're there right there during business hours, mostly we'll chat back to you right immediately. But otherwise, you can just get email there. It's an easy place to find the email contact. So, all right. So anyway, thanks everybody for watching and have a great week. We'll see you next week. We'll do the giveaway next week. So thanks a lot for all the comments and getting amongst it all. It's really great. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
thanks a lot.
Good. Cool. See you guys.